Alright, hey guys, what's up? So this video is going to be just kind of walking through, I guess how week one went for my show prep, a little bit of the details around it, some of the details of what the program is that I'm going to be following, and just a week one check-in. So this is still kind of awkward for me, making videos, doing all the editing and stuff. So, but it's something that I've really wanted to do for a long time, so I'm just doing it. I'm currently in a hotel for work, so I travel quite a bit, so still trying to follow the plan and everything. It hasn't been hard yet, so I'm sure there will be times where it's hard, but at this point we're still on track. So, so the first show I'm going to be doing is on September 18th, 2021. So basically there was 16 weeks to prep, and it is called the All South Muscle Championship. It's an NPC show, and here's some details around, I guess, where I started. So this is my first bodybuilding competition. The division that I want to compete in is Classic Physique. When I started this prep, my body weight was 244.4. Checked my height the other day, and I really don't know how accurate that is because there's a tape measure, so I'm going to have to verify that. But it looks like right around 5'10 and a half, so definitely at least 5'10. Almost more like 5'11, but I'm going to go with 5'10 just to be safe. And the weight class cap for that is 205. So if I look at the total body weight that I was when I started, and then what the cap is, I would have to lose about 16% over 16 weeks, which really isn't anything crazy. Totally doable. So I think that I will be under 205. I think I have a lot more fat than just like 39 pounds, and obviously to be lean and depleted, I think I'm going to weigh under that weight cap, which is a good thing because that means that I'm going to have some progress I can do, from show to show, year to year. So anyway, and then finally, this is going to be a 16-week prep. So this is my current diet summary. So this is something that last year when I was cutting, I had kind of this same template, similar calories, and so I just started back where I was, just to see what happens. So far everything's good. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. As far as weight and energy's fine. Really no hit to that yet. So meal one is basically just Greek yogurt and granola. So I like it. It's really easy. A lot of my meals, they have to be kind of quick because I'm pretty busy with work. I'm in sales, so I don't necessarily work an 8-hour day. I could work 8, 10, 12, or 14-hour days if I'm driving a lot. So I have to have stuff that's easy to grab or prepared pretty much all the time. So and then after that, I'll have, it's basically 50 grams of carbs from white rice, but it's 63 grams and of dry white rice and 8 ounces of chicken. I'll have that again a couple hours later after that. Then I'll train, and then post-workout I'll have a shake, and then before bed I'll have 10 ounces of ground turkey, 937 ground turkey, and another 50 grams of carbs from white rice. So altogether, it's roughly 38 fat, 217 carbs, 266 grams of protein, and 2,274 calories. So being 244 pounds and eating 2,200 calories and doing cardio, I'm kind of expecting that we will raise calories at some point. But when you see my pictures of how much fat I have to lose, it'll probably make more sense. It's not like I'm a 244 pound jacked guy eating this. I have a lot of weight to lose still. So for those of you that don't know, I spent the whole last year, so 2020, basically learning how to diet and train properly and all that, because I come from a background of powerlifting, and not that all powerlifters are this way, but me, I was this way, where it was just like kind of eat as much as you want, train how you want, as long as you're lifting heavy and trying to get PRs, and that's cool. That was fun, but you just get to a point where I was just tired of being fat. So I've really started to enjoy training with higher volume. I feel better when I'm eating the foods that my body should have versus what I want. So this all just kind of fits into where I'm at in life. So anyway, you can see this is my turkey and rice meal. So it has a little bit of pasta sauce in there, but not much. So moving on from the diet, and then this is going to be a big thing for me, is being able to check, I guess, am I dieting too fast, or being able to check if I'm dieting too fast, right? So if my strength goes way down, or if I'm not recovering, if I add volume in or any of that, I'm going to basically stick for the 16 weeks to these lifts, right? So I know where I'm at in week 1, and really what I like to see, or what I should see, is slight progression, not necessarily a whole ton of strength gain, but I should see progression, because these are all pretty much new movements. And I should get better at the movement, not necessarily stronger, but I should get more efficient at incline pressing, or better at rows, right? So there is some skill that'll go into it. So I would expect to see a couple different PRs throughout this, but honestly, in the next 16 weeks, I don't think that I'm going to have any crazy strength gains. So anyway, week to week, I'm going to monitor these. So I have all my numbers from this week. I know what I did. And then next week, when I go to basically increase the weight or try to add a rep or something, I'll be able to look back at week 1, and I'll know, hey, did I recover? Was I able to at least match reps? If I match reps consistently, that's gonna be fine. So anyway, I call them progression markers. It makes sense, right? So whenever we go to the off-season phase of this, so maybe after the show, then we'll really be able to push this, and this is how I'm gonna know if I'm eating enough. If my strength is going up, and this will be a good sanity check for recovery and all that. So all right, so to sum up week 1, I weighed in at 241, so that's like a roughly 1.2% body weight loss this week, so not bad. It is a little bit more than the 1% that I was aiming for, but that's okay. And I think that that's probably in part because of water. So my diet before this really wasn't bad, but I would say that I would have no issue going to like Texas Roadhouse and having a steak and some rolls if I felt like it. So basically at this point, just kind of clean things up. So some of that's probably water weight. And then, like I just said, so this week we spent basically the whole week setting the base numbers for what I'm going to watch and monitor through prep. I had every meal. I did all my cardio. So this was really more of a, I guess, getting back used to the habit of doing cardio every day. So 200 calories times 6, it's 1,200 calories. So that's week 1. Week 1 I did what I was supposed to do, and basically just have 15 more just like this, and we'll get somewhere. So and then here are the physique updates. I'm almost ashamed to show this, because you don't realize how bad you look, right, when you don't have a pump. And this is cold in the morning. It was actually yesterday morning. So no training before this or anything like that. And when you wear clothes, and you see yourself in the mirror with good lighting, you think, you're like, man, I'm looking fucking jacked. And, reality is, I don't. So it's all good though. I think that in like 16 weeks, I'll look a lot more jacked than I do here. So that's what's good. So obviously I'm not great at these mandatory poses, but I'll get better, right? That's a whole other skill that I have absolutely no experience doing, is like doing a posing routine or knowing how to do any of the mandatories or any of that stuff. So this is my first attempt at doing it. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos on how to do that. I'll probably make a video of me learning how to pose. That'll be probably funny to watch, and it'll be good for me to look back on and watch too. Because I think in like a year I'll be much better at this. So anyway, this is the update. You can see like around my midsection chest, really all over, but like my midsection, there's like a lot of fat there. I don't have like the best skill at not looking directly at the camera or looking like in a weird spot. Like the first picture looks really bad, but oh well. It's, the whole point is just to set a marker so I can take a picture again next week and see if there's a difference. And then finally, the changes going into week 2 is I came up with this just because I used to think that these kind of things were silly. I thought that people were vain, but now I'm doing them. So I call them vanity sessions. So basically, like I'm going to break up my cardio. I'm going to actually train abs, right? I've never actually trained abs for any real length of time my whole life. So I'll do 3 sessions of abs, and as I start to build my abs up and recover better, I'll add more volume and maybe different variations. But so this will be an AM session where basically abs and cardio. So this week, at some point, I'm going to do tanning in the morning too. And then down the road, if I have to add in more cardio, I'm not going to add any more to this morning session. I would just do it post-workout, or maybe a couple hours after I train. So anyway, that's all I got. This is the week 1 update, and I'm going to finish eating my dinner. And I appreciate everybody that watches this. Either the next, it's 15 weeks now. So 15 weeks, we'll have 15 more episodes. And it'll be a lot of cool stuff to see, because I'm excited to see what kind of changes we can do. Thanks for watching.